I'm excited for today's show because we get to talk about a challenge that I've faced for several years now, and I know you all have as well. The challenge was brought up in a recent article titled, "Why You Should Think Twice Before Handing Your Clients Off to Your Assistant." The topic and the title was great, but I'm sorry, Inman, there was no real meat and potatoes in the article, but that's okay because I got this one. So, I've been involved for years now helping to build teams on both the real estate and lending side of things, and one of the biggest challenges a team faces is what I call the handoff. The client calls you to list their home or find a loan or buy a house, and you talk with them initially, but then you hand them off to a team member to take it from there. A couple of challenges happen right off the bat. Number one, the handoff has to be done right. If not, the client can feel pushed off, not valued, not important enough for your time. Two, no matter what the client tells you, no matter how polite they are, I'm telling you, they all feel a bit let down at that moment. They were referred to you, not junior you or assistant you. You were who they were referred to, and now they're not working with you. So how do we deal with that? And that's not a rhetorical question. We really want to know how all you teams deal with this challenge. And I know that teams have several other challenges to discuss, but I want to focus on the handoff today because I think a lot of us get it wrong. In my humble opinion, proper expectations can help execute a successful handoff. Something like this. Mr. Client, your business is so important to us that we formed a team to make sure that we meet and exceed your every expectation. So you'll be working with all of us moving forward. Johnny here, he'll be helping show you houses. I'm gonna handle all the negotiating and all the contracts. Suzie will take over after we get in contract, and her job is to ensure a smooth closing. So if you get a call from any of us, know that we are just looking out for you and your best interest. Something like that, you guys get it. Lenders, you can obviously apply this to your approach and process. Now we've done a couple of things with this approach. Set up proper expectations, we introduce the team and let the client know that they will be communicating with not just us, but the entire team. And my favorite thing here, we flip the script on the handoff. They aren't being handed off, it's the opposite. They're so important that we've built a badass team around them to serve their every single need. See, we need to take away that feeling of being pawned off before it even has a chance to be a thought in their mind. I call it taking away their sword. In other words, you've removed the problem or the chance of there being a problem before it ever existed. This also helps prevent the feeling of being let down because they aren't working with you. On the contrary, they are working with you. They should feel good about a team of people serving their every home buying or selling need. Now, after the handoff, the next challenge I see is the ongoing communication piece. Several teams are built with the team lead only making an appearance at the beginning and the end of the transaction. That's a dangerous game, and I'll tell you why. One word, rapport. Your team or your team member building rapport with your client is great, but if that's the only person they built rapport with, you have a problem. Time and time again, I've seen return clients call the assistant or the team member when referring a client or coming back around to purchase a home or sell a home or apply for a loan. That's not a good thing, and hopefully that person's still on your team when that phone rings. This is a huge challenge for team leaders. How do you delegate and leverage your team but stay connected to the client so you are the person they remember? It's a tough balancing act, and I get it, but if you have resigned to the fact that that's just how your team runs, then you have a problem and it needs to be addressed quickly. Again, we'd love to hear your approach on this challenge as well. One plan that I've seen to combat this is at least a weekly call with the team lead to all their clients. I know several team leaders that literally sit down like every Tuesday or Friday or whatever and call every single client to check in and see if they have any questions. Most often, it's just a call to shoot the breeze and further their relationship. Now, this is a good approach in my opinion and keeps you in front of the client and you top of mind. Team leaders, hear me on this. If your involvement is simply hello and goodbye, you have to change it. Sure, you may be busy and closing deals now, but this is a short-sighted game and your business won't scale over time. You need to build raving fans that continue to come back and are out there organically promoting your name and business. I have so much more to say on this topic, but I'll leave it there for the sake of time, and we'd really love to hear how you guys handle this. So let's pick this up in the chat log below. We'll see you guys next week.